Welcome to Dirt Secrets, where we dig deep into the stories, strategy, and surprises of building and buying in Central Florida's hottest neighborhoods.
We're Kim and Amanda from Builders Concierge Group, your insiders in the builder world.
From helping builders create custom urban infill projects, even when that means knocking down an old home, to guiding buyers and relocation clients through every step.
We know the dirt, the deals, and the details that turn big dreams into beautiful addresses.
So grab your hard hat
and your coffee.
Let's dig in. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Dirt Secrets podcast of 2026. We're happy to see you all back and hope everyone's had a great holiday season. Looking forward to a fantastic new year in real estate. I'm Kim Griffin.
And I'm Amanda Wood. And today we're going to talk about relocation. It's that time of the year.
It's relocation season, people.
Lots of great stuff to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about relocation, there's all kinds of areas. We're going to get really specific on the zip codes that we work in. So that's going to be the surrounding zip codes around downtown, College Park, Winter Park, obviously downtown, SoDo, Colonial Town, Lake Sioux area. We've got a lot of listings in these locations. We want to get very specific about why we're driving traffic and building homes in these pockets that you can share with your potential buyers. And of course, buyers, if you're listening, it's going to give you some insight into location and areas. So let's talk a little bit about College Park.
I love College Park.
You live there.
I've lived there off and on for over 30 years. It's an amazing community. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got funky fun, shops, locally owned businesses, a lot of locally owned businesses along Edgewater Drive. Lots of great community events every year. You've got Santa, you got the snow on the drive, which is always fun. You've got Jazz Fest and just lots of great things that bring families together. Walkability, you can't beat the walkability on a lot of locations in College Park. And as more and more things spread out north from Edgewater, I think you'll find even more of those streets become walkable to things we want to do after work.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's got a true community feel. So it's almost like without having an HOA or a dedicated community, you have that community feel. No HOA, which is amazing. Obviously, you're going to adhere to city standards. So it does keep the community beautiful. We have been tearing down, rebuilding in this area just because location, the proximity to everywhere you want to be. Relocation buyers, whether you're I guess Disney's not really doing a lot of relocation these days, but a lot of Advent, Orlando Health, that kind of thing. We're seeing a lot of that. And it's got a strong community feel. It's almost a lot of our potential buyers coming from the Northeast can feel that community feel, not just all the events that we have. Right. The restaurants are amazing, but Edgewater really shuts down at 11 o'clock.
It does. It's pretty quiet.
Super quiet.
It's a quiet little town.
So you can have a lot of that, but for families, it's amazing. These events, if you get a chance to do any of them, check it out. There's a Instagram page about College Park. What's the name of it?
College Park Neighborhood.
College Park Neighborhood. So you can see a lot of information on there, a lot of pictures. They're really good about posting a lot of stuff and great content to help you understand that area. So it is an area that's been under construction. We have 1900s, older 100-year-old homes there as well. Most of them probably 1950s,
a lot
60s,
of 40s and 50s bungalows.
Bungalows, that kind of stuff. So it is a situation where I have a lot of people that come in town and they come, I don't like the house next door. And it's just a matter of time before it's remodeled and brought back. If it's functional obsolescence, it might be torn down, rebuilt, but it's coming strong and has been. Gosh, we've been doing this for over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10
I started
years.
this with Bill Silliman. Gosh, 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
So it's happening fast and furious right now. So it's a beautiful location. Some of the locations are just phenomenal. We have Packing District. It's already, are we 10 years now into the 20-year?
Yeah, into the plan. Yeah.
Plan. So we have a YMCA now. We have Publix. We have some great restaurants. We have a phenomenal new brewery down there that we need to go check out. We'll do some pictures and filming for our social media. So check out that as well. But there's so many great places that you can take your children and you can go as adults, and the schools are great. There's a lot of great private education as well. Princeton Elementary, we've got a lot of great schools, College Park Middle as well.
And down at Packing District, they even moved the Taste of College Park to the Boxy.
Oh, wow.
This year.
Let's go.
They need more space. And
we got to go.
A lot more space.
It's 2026. There's a lot of things to put on our calendars. So lots of stuff going on there. Inventory wise, we have a lot. We have a lot going on. So if you're looking for that specific area, we don't list everything till it gets close to completion. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking in this area, you need to call us or have your agent give us a call. Or agents call us and let us know what your client's looking for, because you might be surprised what we have coming up that would be great for your buyers that you're not going to find on MLS quite yet, just because under construction, we put them on market at different varying times based off where they're at in construction and when they're going to complete. Let's talk a little bit about downtown.
Love downtown. There's so many great little historic neighborhoods. And I think, some people, especially developer builders, they're like, oh, the historic district. But, it's important to have pockets of a neighborhood of a city that show the historical significance and the history of the neighborhood. You've got like Davis, you've got Cherokee down there. You just got some beautiful little pockets where you'll see just gorgeous, beautiful renovated houses alongside great little bungalows. You can still build in those areas. You just have to have, there's a lot more regulations.
Not all of it's historic.
Not all of it's historic at
overlays,
all by any stretch of the imagination. But they want it, the city's really careful about wanting it to fit into the neighborhood, which I think is great. I think when you drive down a neighborhood, you shouldn't go, oh, that's a new house. Oh, that's a new house.
Right.
It should all blend in with the finishes, the elevations, the landscaping, to where it looks like it's been sitting there a while.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what people are really looking for in the downtown areas. They like a more traditional, looks like it's been there, but with all the wonderful functionality of a new home.
And the benefits of insurance, which we'll talk about in some other episodes. But it's the character. We don't want to tear down and rebuild the entire city in any of these codes, but we want to take the functional obsolescence out, do these new construction homes, which bring a lot of value, benefit to the new code and energy efficiency, insurance, liability stuff and cost.
And for some people, downtown's the lifestyle they're looking for.
Yes.
And there's so many different types of housing, that we actually have high rises downtown. And, some people love that lifestyle. Some people are looking for more of a townhome, an attached home, where they have their own garage, they have their own little space, but they have a lock and leave lifestyle. And I'm always surprised. I've lived in Orlando for about 35 years, and I'm always surprised. When I moved here, downtown was for young people, and I'm always surprised at the number of empty nesters that have opted. We've got one on our team, and they opted to move out from the suburbs to downtown for a more walkable, and low maintenance lifestyle. And I think it's just amazing, all of the over 50s that you see that have said, hey, I want to be in a vibrant, area where I can walk out my door, do a whole bunch of different things, and, be around that energy and everything that is in downtown.
There's a lot going on downtown with the old Orlando Sentinel lots, which I think we talked about in a previous episode. Lots, I wouldn't say 2-acre parcel.
Yeah, the parcel.
It's really going to transition downtown. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting what's coming down there.
And I don't know if anybody was able to get out to the Eola lot thing, but they really did it right this year. They added some stuff, and it was just amazing. Dr. Phillips,
pictures on that.
Yeah, Dr. Phillips had a big Christmas village thing on their lawn. And I think it's just exciting that and I actually drove through there yesterday. It was the last day of the Dr. Phillips thing. And I couldn't believe all the families. It was so sweet to see all these families out, just having a good time. It was a beautiful evening. And I think that's having just come back from being up north. I think that's one thing we don't realize is we get to walk around in our shirt sleeves and look at Christmas lights.
Snow on the drive. We got to make it.
Yeah, we got to make it.
But it goes away quick. We don't have to deal with it too much.
Tell us about SoDo, Amanda. I know that you are super excited about SoDo. You just moved there.
I just bought a house and moved to SoDo, Lake Como area, Hourglass District. I'm still exploring. It's our favorite Kim's birthday today. We're actually filming on her birthday. She's a Capricorn, early Capricorn, right after the holidays. So we celebrated a restaurant down there, Johnny's, other side, and then came back to my home and enjoyed an evening. So I'm really learning a lot about SoDo. We've been building down there and selling homes down there probably for the past
7 years.
Yeah, about 7 years. And it's kind of a hidden secret in my opinion.
It is.
It's got, it's got tremendous value.
The affordability factor is great down there.
It's fantastic. And again, exactly. And proximity to everything.
Absolutely.
I was in Maitland 15 minutes from the office, and now I'm in SoDo 15 minutes from the office. So I just flipped other side. The lots are huge, which I love. Nice big lots. I've got just a single story and remodeled. I know
Mhm.
we do this for a living, but I bought one that was already done. It saves a lot of time, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I am learning so much about that SoDo area. We have several listings coming up in that
Absolutely. We've got some
pocket.
great inventory coming up.
Um,
Everything from, and once again, the affordability factor. We've got new construction
yes,
coming up in the 600s. I mean, that's just
single
impossible to
story.
find. Yeah.
Large lots, large fenced in
Mhm.
backyard,
Impossible to
phenomenal.
find.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it's 32809.
Mhm.
So part of SoDo,
Mhm.
Conway area. It's fantastic location. So you'll see that coming up on MLS here soon. They are
Mhm.
completed, so
Yeah.
we'll be doing that. Um, but there's just a lot of character, a lot of
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
seen. It's when we talk about all these pockets around these zip codes and pockets, this one tends to be a little bit younger,
Mhm.
and it's probably
Mhm.
one of the best school districts in Orange County. We have several, but that Blankner Boone,
Mhm.
there's Lake Como, Lake Pershing,
Mhm.
or Pershing K through 8, Lake Como K through
Yeah, all
8.
those have gone through K through 8. I think that's
They've all
interesting.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your kids went to that concept. I mean, what do you think about
I
having
loved it.
everybody loved it?
I
Having
think it
everybody in.
saved me a tremendous amount of money in private education for middle school, because that's the
Mhm.
hardest time of
It is a hard time.
any
Mhm.
child's life and
Mhm.
parent life
Mhm.
is those huge schools in
Mhm.
middle school, and it's such a challenging time, and
Mhm.
there's so much available in information in social media and all
Mhm.
the stuff that's going on. We've been the guinea pigs. My kids were raised in the guinea pig generation. So
Mhm.
I love the K through 8 concept. It is an educational charter. What you're lacking is organized sports
Mhm.
in middle school and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But we have everything. I mean, we are year round here.
Yeah,
So,
there's so many
my kids did
leagues.
baseball and
Yeah.
softball, and,
Mhm.
we travel ball. We did all
Mhm.
that stuff. And
Mhm.
in high school, they played basketball and flag football and all that kind of stuff. So that's the one thing, but there's organizations you can put them
Mhm.
in. It's just, it keeps the schools small,
Mhm.
and it keeps each class, and then they've known each other since they were little.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah, that's kinda
absolutely
cool.
loved raising my kids. I was in Southwest. We did
Mhm.
Windy Ridge K through 8.
Mhm.
So I love it. So I'm very happy about SoDo. It's really close to Orlando. Health,
Oh, yeah.
you
I
get
mean,
lots of relocation
that
there.
campus just
Oh
keeps
my God,
growing.
it's
I
beautiful.
mean, it is beautiful, but
And they're
the OMC
constantly
just
doing,
keeps
yeah,
growing, and they
absolutely.
keep bringing in, more administrative people,
Hmm.
more, management people, more doctors.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of new doctors come along
Yep.
lately, and
Relocation has started. That's why we're
uh-huh,
talking about this subject.
it really
Before
is.
Christmas, it started a little
It did
early.
start a little early, yeah.
Started about a week or two before, we
Mhm.
started seeing people coming in and doing
Mhm.
their family vacations early and
Mhm.
checking out all these pockets. Our buy
Mhm.
season will start February,
Yeah, it really will.
typically February, March, April,
Mhm.
when with the moves of April, May,
And I
June.
know we've all seen numbers about people aren't moving to Florida like they were. Well, obviously the pandemic was an anomaly. Everybody wanted to get
Mhm.
outside, and Florida was the logical place to come do that.
Mhm.
But we still see a big influx of people coming into Florida for the right reasons. They're coming in for good jobs. They're coming in for a better lifestyle, a more
Mhm.
outdoor lifestyle. And they're coming here because Orlando is it's a world class city now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, between the tech industry that we so heavily supported, the medical school, the VA hospital at Nona. I
Oh
mean, we have
yeah.
just really,
Arcs.
I can't believe how much technology based businesses and medical based businesses we've added in the last decade. And those are the people we definitely see for
Absolutely.
relocation.
A lot of benefit to that no
Yeah.
state income tax, and then of
Hmm.
course our weather.
Yep.
I
Our
mean,
weather.
it's our
Can't beat the
weather.
weather.
The hurricanes were all, I mean, it was crazy seeing the hurricanes all up
Hmm.
north and really
Hmm.
not here. So,
Hmm.
um,
And back to SoDo a little bit. I think that it's one of those places where people just think of Michigan and all of the retail and everything that's on
mhm,
there. And it's so amazing when you turn back on some of those streets. It's just like you're in these lush
yeah,
pockets of, big oak trees and big green
yeah,
lawns. And you're going, wow, this
Delaney
just,
Park.
yeah. Oh, so many nice parks down there
Oh
too.
my
Yeah. You
God.
got Wade View. You got the Fort Gatlin Park out there that's got the pool
Yes.
and the tennis courts. I mean, it's just it's hidden treasures, like you said. I think that's a great way to put SoDo. It's
I'm falling in love with
a
it
bit
every
getting
day.
discovered. Yeah, I think people they hear about Winter Park, they hear about College
Right.
Park, and I think that's where they start their search. But it's one of those where if you like a little more modern architecture too,
Yeah.
that's another thing. There's a lot more modern. If you like that contemporary kind of clean transitional look, there's a lot more of those in SoDo. Excuse me. It's it's allowed by the city, and
It's cold and flu
I think
season.
that, yeah, cold and flu season, welcome. I think that, it's important, and that buyer has a different set of expectations. You know, they want a lot of great outdoor area. They're not interested necessarily in the $30,000 range. They want like a bigger, kitchen, island, and family room, and outdoor
Entertaining.
and entertaining. Yeah, they're focused on entertaining, not so much as what kind of things does the house have in it.
The little food trucks down there is a blast.
Yeah,
And it's got so much small business as well that
a lot
I'm
of local
really falling in love.
businesses. Yeah, that's important too. Is there's so many little independent, coffee shops and breweries and restaurants, and it's fun to go to there and discover a new treasure every time.
Absolutely, and one of the best burgers, Johnny's
yeah,
other side.
Absolutely.
SoDo definitely performs quietly but
Yeah.
consistently. So we don't have these huge, increases in price point and stuff like that. But it's so consistent. And again, call me if you're interested. I can give you all kinds of details. I'm still learning a lot, and we can go explore together as well.
I think it's an area that some builders have overlooked. It's funny because there's a lot of like small guys. Like we work with one that grew up in that area.
Yeah.
So he knows it intimately. He's very attached to it.
Raised his kids there.
Raised his kids there. Has a lot of contacts that, people say, hey, do you know Mr. Jones is interested in selling these lots? And and there's couple of other small builders down there that build, 2 or 3 because they have strong ties to the area.
Strong ties to the community.
But, we noticed that more of the larger builders are starting to reach into that pocket because it's affordable. You can still, get a lot at a
you can get a larger lot.
We say reasonable price. Yeah, you can get some larger, some wider and some deeper lots. Get some that are available to split, which helps your profit margin a lot.
And it does have different zoning. Another episode we'll talk about a little more detail, but it's got a little more flexibility.
It does.
A lot in that area as well. We have some listings there. We have one coming up here soon at 1812 Cayley. Great location. Love it.
So pretty. I drove by it last night.
I did
It was
too.
All lit up. It looks so nice.
I drove by it after. I was like, I got to check it out because it's coming soon. Fast and Furious. I think we're going to try to stage on the 13th.
Couple weeks.
So it'll be on market here soon. We have 1217 Clover Lawn. I mean, it's walking distance it's walking distance to my new home.
Such a nice house.
Walking distance to Hourglass District and so many, again, small businesses. I love that area. That whole location is just fantastic.
Big yard, big, beautiful yard.
Yes. Deep, lots of parking for entertaining and having friends over. So SoDo should be on your list of places to check out when you're looking. We're going to talk about Winter Park next. It's definitely nationally recognized relocation area. It's probably our number 1 zip code in Central Florida. And then you'll go to Windermere. They're probably kind of equal, but that just depends on where you need to be. You're going to deal with traffic in both of these.
Yes.
I love being on Park Avenue. I don't love getting there, and I don't love leaving there. I love when I am there.
Uber. It's the way.
It's for sure. It is a heavy traffic area. So if you travel a lot, getting in and out may be something to pay attention to. But if you work from home, which we have a lot of people who do, or you work at the hospital there, where you're really in the community, you'll love Winter Park. It's absolutely amazing.
And a lot of the big financial services companies have their offices there.
Absolutely.
You go where the money is.
That's right.
Fidelity just opened a huge new office.
I didn't know that.
I'm an old person. I like walking into the office, and I used to have to go all the way to Altamont. Now I could just walk.
I think it's only been a year she'll deposit her checks.
Yeah, it took me a while. She's
like, I'm not doing that. I have to go and get my slip. Like, okay.
This is voodoo. Those of you who are a certain age will completely understand that. But it's one that draws. It's beautiful. The city does an amazing job of marketing themselves. Their website's gorgeous, and you usually see a city website. It's got a picture of the skyline. Winter Park's got a picture, the peacocks and Park Avenue. So it's definitely nationally recognized. People, when I tell them I'm from Orlando, when I travel a lot, and they'll be like, oh yeah, we went to Winter Park. I was surprised at how many people, have been there. And they're like, oh yeah, we did a few days at Disney, but then we went and spent a couple of days shopping and eating and enjoying Winter Park. Lots of great little museums. Once again, Rollins has a beautiful, beautiful art museum. You've got the Morse Museum of Tiffany Art, one of the largest Tiffany collections in the world, including the Morses bought Louis Tiffany's original home and actually tore down a whole room and brought it into the museum and reconstructed it. If you've never been, it's absolutely amazing. And you might want to double check this, but on Friday evenings from 5 to 8, I think it's still free admission. But even if you have to pay, it's a bargain.
It's worth it.
It's a bargain.
So much culture.
Oh, just beautiful.
Incredible.
And then they got the
history.
Of course, Central Park right beside. You've got concerts. You've got the Bach Festival, the Christmas to do. They had just had amazing. So there are a lot of also community oriented things that you could really get involved in. Plus the lakes. I mean, you got a chain of lakes that are just so pretty. And unlike some of the other chains in Central Florida, Winter Park still has public access to theirs from Rollins College, from Dinky Dock. And, so many lake communities have closed off their lake system.
Right.
And that's kind of, I understand you pay a lot of money to live on a lake. You pay millions of dollars for a lot, millions of dollars to build a house. But these lakes should be for everybody to enjoy. And I think that Winter Park has really always diligently strove to make sure that there is access to all of the lakes for everyone. For everyone.
And they're beautiful. If you haven't done the boat tours, the Winter Park boat tours, definitely go do that.
So much fun. I've done it a dozen times.
Or a kayaking tour.
Every couple of years I do it. Yeah, they have paddle boarding. There's a paddleboard a group that meets right off of Dinky Dock every Saturday. And it's just fun to see people enjoying the outdoors and the fact, once again, we can do it in the practically year round.
It is an amazing community as well.
And definitely these are lifestyle buyers. The people who are looking at Winter Park, they want to live in a beautiful home in a beautiful neighborhood. And the dollar per square foot is certainly showing that. I lived in Winter Park for over 10 years. And if you'd have told me when I left 10 years ago that the prices on interior lots were going to be what they are, I said, "You're crazy."
But I'm going to say that about every zip code.
It is amazing that even the extremely, the super luxury, which for Orlando is like 4 to 8 million, they go like that. There's very little inventory, and it is bought up almost immediately. So it still definitely draws people from all over.
We're seeing 1,000 a square foot. It's happening.
North of 1,000.
It's happening. But again, there's so much diversity and so much culture, so much everything there.
I love that it's still got a public golf course. There's a 9-hole golf course that you could walk
right there,
right in the middle of the city, and it's really gorgeous. And once again, you go out there on a Saturday morning, you'll see lots of
especially
families
this time of year
with their kids, hitting balls, and it's nice to see that. Tell us a little bit about Colonial Town. You lived in Colonial Town for a while, Amanda.
I did.
I've been selling there for a long time. It's a great pocket too. Talk a little bit.
We've got Mills 50, so there's been a lot of little pockets. There's a lot of response to Terminal C. We wanted to find places where people could live, walk, not have to be in their cars, parking, that kind of stuff, and impacting our road system. So we've got the Hourglass District, we've got Packing District, Creative Village, Milk District. Then you've got these other little Mills 50, city planning, urban areas. There's some great restaurants. Oh my gosh. Jill in our last episode was talking about, the restaurants there, the Michelin star kind of Asian influence too. There's a lot of very, what's the word I'm looking for? Authentic.
Oh yeah. No, very.
The food is amazing. A lot of culture. We've got Lou Gardens, which is incredible.
Beautiful.
We do a lot of events there, and which is the grounds are gorgeous. You have to go. It does again. That's going to probably be pulling a really Audubon K through 8. Going back to the K through 8s.
Fantastic.
Some of that pocket is also Winter Park High, which is a highly desirable public school. There's Edgewater High in that pocket. Lake Highlands right there.
Absolutely.
For public or for private schools. That's very sought after nationally. So we've got Trinity where Kaylee went. So there's a lot of great areas that are accessible between Winter Park and Colonial Town, Lake Sioux. Lake Sioux is a pocket that I just want more and more land in. I love this location so much. It's accessibility to literally Winter Park, Mills 50, Baldwin. Like you can get everywhere right there. So it's got a great, and even SoDo. I mean, you're 15 minutes probably from anywhere in SoDo. So Colonial Town's another great location. You're probably 6, 7, 8 minutes from almost any part of College Park as well.
Absolutely.
It's very, very close.
And you got the Orlando Art Museum there. You've got the theaters, so all of the Fringe Festival. I mean, all of the great things
Parks
are right there.
What is the park around the Science Center? I forget the name of it. In that little pocket off of Virginia.
Where
The bike ride.
where the folk museum is?
Yeah, and you can take the bridge over.
I forget what
I
the park
forget
is
that
called, but
is too.
they have yoga there on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, and they've got the Buddhist Center. They do
Uh-huh.
breath works and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
Trying to remember
If
the
you're
name of that
looking
street. It's
for
great.
just something locally owned, fun and funky, Colonial Town's gonna hit all the buttons.
Absolutely.
Gonna hit all the buttons.
Santiago Bodega, we spent a lot of time in. The world's shortest happy hour, but great. I love that area so
And
much.
we've got homes coming up there too. We've got one on Canton, right?
Canton.
Yeah, we got one on Canton that just got started.
It's getting started, and Gale Street's finishing up. What a great location. So both of those are phenomenal locations. So they'll be in time for our relocation buyers as well. I think we do. No, Gale, I don't have a market, but coming soon. Canton, we're probably not going to list till we get to drywall. Yeah, so it's going to take some time for us to see that. But depending on your time frame, it's a 7 to 9 month build, depending on a few different things. So it could fit in time for school.
Absolutely,
it might fit for time for school. It does have some pockets of historic overlay, which just means we're going to build a little bit smaller house, and you're going to have a bigger lot. But we still can build a decent home.
Absolutely,
we really focus on knowing our zoning. Yeah. So you see a little less, but you see a lot more interest in the home. And again, traditional zoning. So you're going to see it really fit into the neighborhood well, and then have all the benefits of new construction on top of being right for the community. So 32803, Colonial Town, Lake Sioux area, phenomenal. So,
well, in closing, I think that agents, you're going to start to see, I think we number one, Amanda and I feel so good about 2026.
Yes.
We've got rates hovering back around 6% again. We've got, people have we've seen more lateral moves in the past 3 months than we've seen in the past 3 years. People are finally letting go if they're a 3% interest rate. They're like, I really need a new house, and this just isn't working for me anymore. So you're going to see, you're going to have a lot of, your phone's going to ring. You have a lot of people. And so it really behooves you to know all of these pockets and to call us and find out what we have going on for, like Amanda said, maybe it's not on the market, but you're the expert. Typically, your real buyer comes 90 to 180 days before they need to move, because they want to let the kids finish up school at whatever, wherever they are now. So they're looking in January, February, March for May, June, July move-ins. So knowing what's coming up is going to be really critical. And one thing about relo buyers, they're motivated. They're coming here. They've got a job prospect in hand. They are ready to move in. So
find the right pocket, knowing their area.
Yeah, knowing your area will keep you from driving all over the city, which this is getting to be a bigger and bigger city, and getting to, some of the outskirts can be an hour. So, I think it's really important to really hone in on what they're looking for, have great knowledge about all of these infill and pocket neighborhoods that they might not be aware of, and knowing what's coming up in those too.
Right.
I think you're going to have
new construction that's
going
to fit, but might not be on market. So you're the expert knowing where to find that information. And all new construction, you're going to see probably is doing this. So it's not just us, but you're going to see that you want to know what's going on in your area for sure. Awesome. So relocation buyers, they are looking for the right pocket. You need to be the expert that knows those pockets, can share with them what fits their needs based off where they're coming for their relocation area. We have ultra micro markets within our submarkets. So it's really understanding how that lifestyle is going to fit them best. Then knowing the inventory that's coming, that's probably not in MLS yet because it's new construction, and we put them on market at different times as they're finishing up. Know your micro market. Call us. It's not just us. It's everyone that's out there that's going, all builders of new construction. So you really want to know what's going on in the area so that you are the expert for your relocation specialist. And so are we for all of our inventory as well. So this has been another episode of Dirt Secrets.
We're happy to see you here on this first episode of 2026. We look forward to seeing a whole lot more of you this year. Thanks for tuning in.
Until next time.
That's another episode of Dirt Secrets, where we uncover the real stories and strategies behind building and buying in Central Florida.
If you're a builder ready to make your mark with a custom urban infill project, a buyer looking for the perfect home, or someone relocating here for a fresh start, we're here to guide you from blueprint to closing.
Make sure to follow the show on your favorite podcast app so you never miss a single secret and to stay ahead of the market.
You can find us at buildersconciergegroup.com or on Instagram and Facebook at Builders Concierge Group, where we share listings, behind-the-scene tours, and sneak peeks of what's coming next.
We'd love to hear from you. Send your questions, your dream home wish list, or your own dirt secret, and we might feature it in a future episode.
Remember, whether you're breaking ground, buying your first home, or finding your Florida forever home,
the right property isn't just built, it's crafted with the right team, the right strategy, and the right connections.
You've been listening to Dirt Secrets, and we'll see you on the next episode.